ain't sleeping till Hollywood, Hollywood. We ain't sleeping. Hello, my name is Gaelyn McDonald.
And my name is Gaelyn Smith.
And this is the No Sleep Till Hollywood podcast, where we're not sleeping until we make it in Hollywood. And while we're up, we will be discussing the state of the industry and our place in it.
And as you can tell, we have a special episode because we're literally in the same building, guys. We're in the same room.
I can touch her.
Like, literally, look. Wow. It's a whole Caleb.
I haven't touched her.
So, because of that, we've decided that we're going to play a game. Because we're in the same building, we have a little bit more fun. So we're going to play a game today. Today's game is brought to us by our lovely producer, who's going to explain to you the rules.
Okay, so hi guys. You can't see me, but you can hear me, and I am the producer, Doria. And so basically, I got this from the podcast Jade and XD. I want to make sure I give them their credit. But basically, I'm going to give Gaelyn and Caleb 8 different scenarios, and they have to pick a character or multiple characters that they would like to be a part of said scenario with. And there's also a drinking game involved where they're going to try and guess which character or characters, if there's multiple, that the other one chose for whatever the scenario is. And if they guess it wrong, they have to take a shot.
So today's game, we've decided that we're going to use the show Abbott Elementary. So all characters will be pulled from that show. So without further ado, Caleb, are you ready?
I think I am. Are you?
I am ready. All right.
Okay.
Doria, it's on you.
Alrighty. So, if you had to rob a bank with, let's say, 2 characters from Abbott Elementary, who would it be? So think about your answer for a second, and then, Caleb, if you want to try and guess, one of Galen's characters, now is the time.
Ava Coleman.
Nope.
Okay, now Gaelyn, you guess for Caleb.
Melissa Chimenti.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Caleb. Okay, no shot. You only take a shot when you guess wrong.
Caleb
Which
did guess wrong.
Oh, so yeah,
Caleb is wrong.
I guess wrong.
Yeah, Caleb's taking a shot.
Do you want to chase her?
I am okay.
What kind of non-Syracusean question was that? That's what happens.
Okay, so Gaelyn, while he is preparing his shot, you say your 2 and explain.
Oh, wait. Is Caleb not guessing my second one?
No, you only have to guess one.
Cool. Okay, so my 2 were Melissa Chimenti and Barbara Howard. Because who else? Those are the only 2 people that I really trust in that building with my life and with sense.
Wait, and who?
And Barbara Howard. Because Barbara is going to make sure we don't get caught. She's going to be like, you over there being too loud. She's going to smack you in the head. And then Melissa does criminal activities all the time. So
Exactly.
That's why I feel like those 2 are my 2.
She is a smart option.
Yes. Who was your second one?
It was Melissa and what's his name? Gregory. Because I feel like he's so by the book.
Okay.
And he has he definitely doesn't have military experience, but he felt
built.
very upright.
He's
like
strong.
that.
He's strong looking.
So it made sense to me.
Okay.
Those 2.
Cheers
right.
to Brother Caleb, to Brother Caleb, to
Cheers.
Brother Caleb. Cheers to Brother Caleb.
All right.
God bless it.
Nice,
Next question.
Okay.
You get caught robbing the bank and you land yourself in jail. While you're in there, pick one additional character from Abbott that wasn't involved in the robbery with you that you would want to be your cellmate. And then, Gaelyn, you guess Caleb's answer.
Okay. I am going to guess Mr. Johnson.
No.
Dick!
Oh, shot for Gaelyn.
Shot
and
for
then,
Gaelyn.
Caleb, what do you think Galen's answer is?
Ava Coleman.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a tie between her and Mr. Johnson, but yes.
And why Ava?
And no, you explained while she's pouring her shot.
Oh, okay.
So you chose.
I chose. Who did I choose? Oh, I chose Tariq because I feel like that would be
I forgot about him.
a time and a half. What, freestyling in the cell? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going with Tariq.
Cheers to happiness, to success,
You say so.
to bigger bags and more money. immaculate.
Yeah, that's why you chose and why, Gaelyn.
Who did I choose?
Oh, Ava.
I said Ava. It's just it's strong in that one. I like Ava. I just think she's funny. I feel like it would be very entertaining. Also, she would like she'd be like really open to like using her boobs to try to seduce the guards. So I feel like maybe we could get out, or at least, you know, like get some nice accommodations while we're in jail.
That's fair. She would have the hookup.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So, third question. You're going on a road trip. So, pick 3 characters that you would like to go on said road trip with. Okay,
I have mine.
Just guess one.
Just guess one.
Mm-hmm.
Just guess one. All right, 3 characters. Is it Ava Coleman? Another one?
Nope.
Dang.
Now you guess her now.
Miss Barbara.
No.
Dang!
All right, so you both have to take a shot.
Double shot.
It's
shot o'clock.
Okay, so 3 characters I chose.
Mm-hmm.
My old cell buddy Tariq.
Okay.
Ava Coleman. And Janine.
Janine.
I feel like
you want Janine and Tariq? They exes now.
That would make the trip fun.
That's gonna be the worst road trip there ever was. Bro, because Janine's gonna start crying like midway through. And then Tariq's just gonna be out there rapping. She got tears. She's sad. Sad. Breakup, sad. Like, that's just gonna be your whole trip. And I just feel like that doesn't sound fun.
Not anymore. but in my head, it was when they were together. And I felt like that would be interesting.
Okay, like season 1.
Yes.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 1 era.
Okay. My answer is Miss Barbara, Melissa, and Mr. Johnson.
No, Mr. Johnson.
Because Mr. Johnson is OD funny. And I just feel like, one, he's OD funny. He gonna make sure the car clean. We ain't finna have no nasty ass car. That's important.
The custodial intelligence.
Right. Then you got Melissa. If something bad go wrong, you always want Melissa in the car. I just feel like that's the important part. And then Miss Barbara, again, I trust her with my life. So why else?
That's right. That's right. All right.
Cheers to...
Cheers.
What are we choosing to today?
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy. You taking these little baby shots. They ain't even real shots. Like, y'all, look at this. Look at this. And then look at what Caleb is doing. Oh, that space in the cup.
Whoops. Always judging me. Ridiculous.
All right, so the next one, you're planning a cookout, and you need to delegate who is making what. So, which character from Abbott do you see making the potato salad, and then which do you see making mac and cheese? And so think about those answers, and then also like explain like why you chose like this person for potato salad, like why you chose the other for mac and cheese, like what makes that make sense in your head.
I got my 2.
All right, so do you want to guess for him?
Wait, hold on. You said the mac and cheese and potato salad?
And you can guess for, like, either or, just which character, like, which, so I guess for the guessing for this one, it's like, of any character from Abbott, pick one you think would cook, like, would be able to cook.
Okay, so I'm guessing for Caleb, the mac and cheese and potato salad. I'm gonna go Mr. Johnson.
Nope.
What?
That's interesting, though.
I feel like Mr. Johnson can cook.
Me too. So for that reason, I'm gonna say, was one of yours Mr. Johnson?
No.
Okay, so two shots?
I feel like my answer is so simple.
All right, so Caleb, explain.
So who's cooking the potato salad? Jacob Hill.
What?
I just feel like
that white man, you're gonna trust him to make you potato salad with raisins?
I never said I would trust it.
But that's the question. Wasn't it who we would trust to make the potato salad or the mac and cheese?
That was the question. But also, I don't like potato salad. So like, if somebody was...
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, flag on the play. You don't like potato salad?
No.
What's wrong with potato salad?
I don't know. I haven't tasted it. And I have no desire to.
Is it a texture thing? A smell?
All of the above.
Like chitlins.
I haven't looked at that, but I'm never eating it.
You know what chitlins are, right?
Is it related to pigs?
I mean, yes.
Then that's all I know.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify because the way you said it, I was like, does Caleb know what chitlins are before we continue the sentence?
And the one cooking the mac and cheese, Barbara Howard.
I would say we both can agree on that. The potato salad, I was also going to leave to Mama Howard, but if not Mama Howard, then her daughter.
Her daughter. I forgot about that character.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice to know.
You're caught up on season 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to clarify.
Am I? Oh my gosh. That's another question. Anyways, we have this.
All right. Cheers to
CultureCon.
CultureCon.
Not sponsored by CultureCon.
Not sponsored by CultureCon.
Went.
We did attend. We the culture.
Today.
All right. So,
Woo.
5th question. Who from Abbott do you think would be able to help you through a breakup? And pick just one person. One person.
Mm-hmm. I have my answer.
I have mine.
All right, Gaelyn, guess.
Jacob.
Oh, that's you guessing?
Yeah.
No, not Jacob. Not Jacob.
Dang.
All right, Caleb.
Janine.
Nope.
No.
Janine can't even help herself through her own breakup.
Yeah, but she has like a comforting, like...
No. Have you seen the way Janine is falling apart? She ain't paid her rent. She got a parking ticket with the boot on the ticket in front of the school. She done booked Gritty for the wrong day.
The people with
that girl is not doing well.
The people with the best relationship advice be single. So, like...
But my point is, if she not doing well managing her own breakup,
no,
how am I supposed to trust her to help me?
You telling me you never had, like, the answers to someone else's problem that was your problem?
No.
Oh.
And also, I don't give out relationship advice when I'm failing. Like, if I'm in the middle of a breakup, I'm not going to tell you what you should do with your man. Like, that's crazy. No.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Nah, I be spitting advice. I just don't take it.
Cheers to completing drafts of scripts.
Cheers.
Woo!
I said who would get me through a breakup?
Yes. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't say your answer, but I said mine.
Okay.
Oh, say yours.
I know I wasn't crazy. Mr. Johnson.
Expliquez, s'il vous plaît.
He would talk me through it. He'd be like, don't be stupid. It's just a woman. Fish in the park. Fish in the sea. You know? He would definitely give me the stereotypical, like...
I feel like he was giving Gregory bad advice, though. Remember when he was talking about ghosting and stuff?
But through the bad advice, you know, the real gems come out. That makes sense to me. That's all that I need.
Moving on.
It's your breakup.
So, this one's a little tricky, since we're going with Abbott, but you have the opportunity to go back in time. Who are you going with? One person.
There's one answer and only one answer. Will Caleb and I have the same answer? Probably not. But I think there's only one valid answer here.
I got you right now. I just forgot the name. Okay. I got it.
You gotta hum the songs off key so you can't get sued.
That's free legal advice.
Free legal advice from G. Smitty,
Right, so
your
Caleb,
lawyer.
Guess who Caleb chose?
I have to think like Caleb. Mr. Johnson?
Nope.
Dang.
Your answer. Oh, I forgot to think about your answer. Who are these characters? Are you going back with Janine?
No! Why the hell would I go back with Janine? Janine can't keep us safe.
There's only one answer.
Think about it.
Made it so simple.
Think about this. Janine can't keep us safe in 2022. Nope, that's still the wrong answer. There's only one right answer.
My answer's about to.
All right. So
What's your answer?
Nah,
What's your answer?
your answer first.
What's your answer?
Your answer first.
What's your answer?
Your answer first.
All right, let's say both of our answers on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
three.
Melissa Chimenti. You didn't say your answer.
Yeah, because I wanted to hear yours first.
What's the answer then?
Courtney.
Ah! See, Courtney's a different answer for me. But Courtney, that's my girl. But I don't know that she's going to keep me safe in the back of in the 1800s and whatnot.
She will be my daughter. We will have family together.
There's no way that we have gotten this
I'll
far in
raise
the
her.
bottle.
It'll be so fun.
Okay, so
All right, we gotta take the shot. Cheers to
No sleep.
Till Hollywood. Or today, because I have not slept adequately in 48 hours. Woo.
all right. So while you're savoring the drink, think about what you would pick to make a final two deal with on, like, say if you were on a show like Big Brother or Survivor, like which one character from Abbott would you want to try and go to the end with on a reality TV show?
I know my answer, but what's Caleb's answer gonna be?
All right, Caleb, guess for her.
Ava Coleman.
No. The crazy part is I literally gave you the answer 5 seconds ago.
When you said, I know the answer?
Nope. It's not when I give it to you, but I did
Melissa.
give it to you. Nope.
All right, so
Oh.
Gaelyn.
I feel like Caleb, do you watch Big Brother?
Yeah. My sister's a huge fan.
Okay. So I feel like if we're thinking strategically, Caleb probably would have friends in the house. Good social game. When it comes to strategy and ruthlessness, that's not what I come to Caleb for. So that brings me to Ava, Melissa, Mr. Johnson. Now, Ava, she a little silly. I don't think that's the answer. Mr. Johnson, solid pick. Somehow I think it's Barbara Howard.
No. It's not Barbara. It's not Miss Howard. You are wrong. Who's yours?
Courtney!
Mine was Courtney. Mine
I
was
overthought
Courtney.
it.
She's
I
devious.
overthought it. I overthought it.
I need someone I could trust, and I could trust not to trust her.
Like make a smaller shot just to be safe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying to do that the whole time, but you came in.
You're taking fake shots. Cheers to.
Emails,
That's not what I was going to
because
cheers
Doria
to.
is checking their email.
Okay. That's not what I was going to cheers to at all.
Oh, what do you want to cheers to?
I was going to say cheers to Syracuse.
Oh, cheers
For
to
bringing
Syracuse.
us together as friends.
Clink.
Well, actually, that would be cheers to racism. Ah! Go back and listen to the first episode if you want to understand that one.
Okay.
All right, so final question.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy, Jesus on my soul.
This is gonna be Caleb, you need to chase that, my friend. You're recasting Dreamgirls.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you choosing to play the dreams from Abbott? Actually, there's an answer in there that's very clear.
That was a very clear answer.
Only one though. The other one.
But then again, last time we tried that, the person didn't even know that the song was from Dreamgirls. So I don't know if they're gonna get the clear answer here.
I'm definitely not.
I have my answers.
As do I.
Okay.
Oh, guess.
Let me guess yours first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Ava as Dina for Caleb's picks. Then I'm gonna go with Janine as Laurel. And
We're guessing all
Barbara
three?
as Effie.
If any of them is right, like if
Yeah,
one out of
no,
them
you're
is
right.
then
Which
she
one
gets
am I
no
right
shots,
about?
no shots.
You're right about Barbara.
As Effie?
Yes.
Interesting.
Very.
Okay, guess mine.
Ava,
Mm-hmm.
Barbara,
Mm-hmm.
and Barbara's daughter.
Barbara is who though?
Yeah,
Ava is who?
whom.
Yeah, you have to say whom is whomst.
Okay, my bad. I have to find the names again.
Laurel, Effie, Dina.
Okay, so Barbara as Dina. Laurel as Barbara's daughter. And Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
No, Effie. Effie.
Who's Michelle?
I have no idea. Effie as Ava Coleman.
You were right about one of three.
So I was right.
So no shots is wrong. All right, so explain all three for you guys. Okay, we'll go first, and then Gaelyn will round it out.
I will go first. So, like said,
Have you seen the movie?
Barbara was. I have seen the movie.
I just wanted to clarify.
I just don't remember it. Barbara
Lord have
as
mercy.
Effie.
Can I ask you a clarifying question?
Yes, of course.
Do you know who Cheryl Lee Ralph played in the original Dreamgirls?
Absolutely not. I'm
That's
guessing Effie.
Wrong. Wrong. She played Dina.
Oh,
She was the original Dreamgirl.
she would be a great Dina.
You don't know the difference between Dina and Effie, do you?
At all.
For 99 cents a day, you too can sponsor a Black child learning how to watch Black movies. So let's break this back down. Let's go all the way back. So there's Dina. There's Effie.
I mean, I know the names.
They friends.
Yeah.
They start a singing group.
And then Effie
Dina.
had to get the boot.
No. We're going to go back to the beginning. Effie was singing lead. But Effie didn't have the body and the face that was marketable. So we pushed Dina to the front. Dina, Beyonce, Cheryl Lee Ralph. Effie, Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Holliday. Now do we understand the difference?
Technically.
We get the difference.
Technically.
Okay. Now finish the rest of your answers. That's just trashy.
And Courtney's daughter as...
Courtney's daughter? You mean Barbara's daughter?
Barbara's daughter
Is Barbara's daughter's name Taylor? I think it's Taylor. Taylor sounds right. Boom.
As Laurel.
Interesting.
You are 3.
So my 3, we have Dina is Barbara because that's Cheryl Lee Ralph. Duh. Then we have Laurel is Janine because Laurel was kind of annoying and whiny, and Janine is annoying and whiny. And then Effie would be Melissa. I just feel like Melissa got the soul to carry. You're gonna love me, you know? I just think if that's who I'm gonna trust to sing the song, I'm gonna give it to Melissa Shimenti.
Yo.
You didn't think that through, did you?
No, that'd be good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Melissa bursting through the hallways of the school.
And that'd be like
You're gonna love.
a surprising factor on top of it.
It's surprising. It is an interracial Dreamgirls. I'm sure there are many thoughts to be had.
Daydream Girls.
Hey, yo, not Daydream Girls. Daydream Girls. Half Day Girls. It's giving, you know. But yeah, those are my 3. I would say.
Okay. Well, let's actually talk about.
Shall we talk about it? Now that we're nice and shotted up.
Right.
Now that we're 77 shots in.
So let's talk about the first season.
Okay.
What did you think of the first season?
I think Abbott Elementary is honestly one of the better shows to come out of the last decade. I think it's really funny. I think it's really smart. I love that. Someone had said this, so I'm stealing words from somebody else. Like, don't give me credit for this, but like with everything that's going on in the world and with everything that Quinta could have chosen to center a show around, choosing to center a show around teachers in Philadelphia public schools, which are predominantly Black and Latinx, generally underfunded. Like, I think it's something that a lot of people would not have had the courage to do, would not have thought, not even having the courage, but just like would not have thought worthy enough of a show to do. And so I really loved that. I come from a long line of educators. A lot of people in my family are teachers and college professors, so I really love that educators are getting the spotlight that they don't necessarily always get. But I really enjoyed the first season. I thought it was super funny. Yeah, it was, and I love that it was like a show that like I could watch with my dad, and became like appointment viewing in our house. Like we were like, all right, Quinta and them on TV, got to sit down and watch. So I loved that.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
I did love the first season. It was very nostalgic because as a kid, like I remember the issues that would happen with school. And so, like seeing like the teachers struggle to pay for school supplies and whatnot. Like I remember teachers having that conversation without exactly having that conversation in front of students. Also, the whole humanizing aspect of the teachers, because in the first episode, I think, Janine was trying to fix the light because she was like, no, it's scaring the kids. And like, that's a psychological effect that like, no one's really thinking about. They're just like, okay, there's a light that needs to be fixed. Yeah. So that was like, that's a teacher who cares, and teacher who cares, yo, they will get tears from me because they care. Yeah. And overall, the show is funny. It's personal. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, and it's written really well.
I think that's the thing is like I went to private school my whole life. And so like there is like that level of like, this is not my experience. And so like I watch it and I'm like, it's almost educational in that it's like, oh, like these are things that other people go through in attempts to getting an education. And like these are some of the barriers to entry, the barriers to access that just like make it difficult for people. I think also in that early in the show, that episode where Janine is trying to get the new rugs. Right. Because there's like the baby who like, I forgot which baby it is that like sleeps in the lunch. Like,
time out. We got to talk about the fact that she said the rugs are like kids' Xanax. that was a
but it's like the kids' Xanax. Like they had to get the rugs, and there was a kid who used to like sleep on the like the desk during lunchtime, and like why getting the new rugs for her was so important. Like you said, one being kids' Xanax, but like just having like again like creating spaces that like kids feel safe and welcome learning in. Like I think that's super important. Of like decorating classrooms isn't just about like, oh, these walls are boring, but it's like creating an environment where kids feel safe to try, to learn, to ask questions, to do things. And I thought like that episode was so like, yes, you have Melissa having to illegally steal them Philadelphia Eagles rugs. And Ava was like, why everybody got Eagles rugs? But like teachers are doing what they have to do in order to make our students feel safe. And I think that's super important. Again, we've said it on the podcast 1,007 times, but like teachers should be paid more.
No, and also, this is a side note. I don't even know if it's relevant, but no, the episode with the gifted program and how at the end of it, Gregory was like, while some people get chickens, other kids get snakes. And it's like, yo, the episode came together so well that there were tears the second time I watched it.
Yeah, it's a good show. I think it's really fun. Like you said, it's funny, it's smart, it's really well written.
And all the characters are their own.
Are their own people. I was just reading an article yesterday about how when they're dressing the characters, not only do they take into account what looks good on TV, but they also are like pulling clothing from places that teachers would actually shop. So there's this idea of like, a lot of times on TV, we'll get characters, they may be wearing like a designer skirt, but that doesn't match what they actually can afford versus like their costume designer is like, no, I'm pulling from Marshalls and Ross and Express and H&M and places that teachers are actually shopping. Is it something they're going to explore in season 2 is the idea of characters repeating outfits because that's what teachers do. And I love that it's basically like the show is existing to give a mirror to real life teacher problems. So in the sense of we're shopping at the places teachers would shop. These are episodes about real issues and obstacles that teachers are facing as a way to bring attention to our public schooling system and the things that it needs and the things that teachers need support with that I think is really important and impactful. Like it's not something that, like I said, a lot of people aren't doing it. Most of the time when we're watching shows about people in schools, it's more so about high school students in school, as opposed to
right.
Here are the people who are educating your badass kids all day, every day.
And high school students doing grown-up
illicit activities.
Ridiculous.
OnlyFans and cocaine. Like, I just
shade at Euphoria. Because goodness gracious,
I wasn't shading Euphoria.
I was completely. It's ridiculous. I'll still watch, but it's ridiculous.
Anyway.
No, and something else that I like is that like the characters have fun, and it's not in a terrible way either. Like, for instance, everyone rags on Janine, but like Janine has such a positive spirit that it doesn't matter. Like, it does get to her. Like, you do see that, but it doesn't phase her, which is important. And
who's your favorite character? Speaking of,
my favorite character, I'm not gonna lie, it might be Janine. Yeah, because she cares about the students. Like that's number one. She cares, and she will do what she can for the students. And so for that reason, like, and all her quirks of being annoying, being like super optimistic or whatever, like, I also see that in myself too. So, there's also the relating aspect. Like, yes, you're annoying, but you have a good heart, and that's what's important.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
Sweet baby Jesus and the grown one too. My desk have been desked. Clearly it's Barbara Howard. I just feel like Barbara feels like every Black administrator that I ever knew in school. Mm-hmm. She feels like every Black grandma, auntie, church mom. Like, I just feel like I trust her with my life. Also, she scares me. She's funny. And I really love these cardigan and pearls combinations that she gives us every, with her little pixie cut.
Right.
I like it. It gives what it needs to give.
Also, honorable mention, Tariq. Because what is that character? I love that they have him as like
that's him.
Bad partner, but not a
bad
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, what? Yeah. That's all I can say.
He's just a funny guy. I would say my honorable mention would have to be Gregory. I do like Gregory.
Gregory?
Yeah. You just be looking at the camera and just going. And like, you just be looking at him and he be looking at you and you're like, we know Gregory. We know.
Yeah, no, yeah. You could tell what he's thinking. And the whole Janine and Gregory, will they, won't they?
It's driving me insane. Like, I need them to actually just go ahead and answer the question because, like, I'm losing my mind.
It's season 2. It's been like 15 episodes. It's been like 15 episodes.
I think I just need to know what the central love story of the show is. Like, Insecure didn't really beat around the bush. We knew the central love story was Issa and Molly / Issa and Lawrence. So when they got back together in season 5 and all that worked out, was I upset because I wanted better for my girl Issa? Yes. But did it make sense? Also, yes.
I will say, now that it's brought up, I don't think there is like the clearest through line for the show. Like, there's the general idea of we want the students to be able to have opportunities and whatnot. But in general, like there isn't like a measure of like, oh, here we are at this point in the show. And I think it could be an excellent show. I mean, it is excellent. It could be a perfect show if it had a through line.
But I think that's the point, is like it's a true episodic sitcom.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like through lines were scarce. Like through lines were so and so like so and so.
You had to pay for those.
And that was it.
Premium
like,
channels.
Not even that, but like a storyline was these two characters like each other.
Right.
That's it. And it's very episodic. Every week, the thing that changes, like it very much has a different problem every week that they're trying to solve. And I think that's why, like, I like it. It's that old school sitcom, sit down with your family, watch it, discuss it, as opposed to a show that, like, for a lot of people, like my father and I have talked about this a lot. He's not interested in coming home to watch a show that he has to watch every single episode of to know what's going on. Because for him, he's like, I don't keep up with people that I actually know in real life that way. So why do I need to come home and watch a show that way? Versus like episodic sitcoms, it's like you can miss 7 episodes and you didn't really miss anything other than like, oh dang, I didn't know they were dating now. Oh yeah, that happened a few episodes ago. Okay. and you can move on.
Right.
Versus that serialized thing of like, I need episode 1 to build on episode 2 to build on episode 3.
If you had to write a spec, if you had to write an episode for Abbott, what would your episode look like? Writer. Because she says she's a writer.
What? I'm being attacked. I would like to call my agent and say no. I'm joking. Okay. I feel like I would really. My first thought was like, especially because I think they have 6th graders in this school, which confuses me because it's elementary, but they have 6th graders, and I forget that some schools.
No, some elementary, yeah.
Yeah, it's around the country is a
very
weird place.
disorienting.
Yeah, but I an episode about like a 6th grade dance, like a 5th and 6th grade dance.
Oh, that's cute.
Something about the kids asking for it, and then Ava being like, "I ain't trying to stay after school. I got stuff to do." And then Miss Barbara being like, "Well, that's very nice that the kids want to do that." And then Barbara has her ideas of what a dance would be, and Janine has her ideas of what a dance would be, and then working together to like put a dance together so the kids can be happy. Something like that seems fun. I also just like selfishly want more of a storyline for the kids that we met that are like the student that's deaf and the student that's in the wheelchair. I just want more of a storyline around them because I bawled like a baby when that little girl was signing with the white teacher, and then when the other little baby got pushed up to his little wheelchair desk.
With Melissa? Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob, the white man.
Okay. Oh, I remember that was I
bawled like a baby. And so honestly, like I would love like something about a dance and then like weaving in a little bit more of a storyline for them. That'd be great.
Gotcha.
I don't really know all of the beats, but something like that.
That would be a fun episode.
Same question.
Same question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to me?
Yes, you.
Okay, if I had to write an episode. Oh, I already know.
Boom. Oh, that's right, because you were supposed to write one.
I was supposed
and submit one.
Yeah. I say
and you want to shade people.
So, my episode would be a kid is dealing with death.
Why do you want to make the baby sad?
No, I mean, I'm not saying that the kid is sad necessarily. Okay. Like, the kid could just be like, yeah, somebody died. You know how kids like be weird and random? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a kid is dealing with death, but the teachers just don't know how to react because the kid is not reacting in the most cooperative way. Mm-hmm. So, the teachers are just left like, what do we do? The kid doesn't want to talk, but the kid isn't crying. Mm-hmm. It's like, should we address it? Should we talk to them about it? But should we have to have that conversation? I just am a fan of awkward conversations and awkward situations.
Right.
And I feel like it would be funny if a kid is dealing with death and the teachers don't know what to do. And then also somewhere in there, the teachers would talk about death for a bit. And in grasping with death, I just feel like Ava would say something to Janine that she's been holding back and been like, okay, that's off my chest. I could die happy now. And it would stick with Janine for the rest of the episode. So that's the episode I would.
Honestly, I remember my teachers having to talk to us about death because this girl, well, now they identify as a man, but at the time, girl, in our class, her father died when we were in like 3rd grade. And that was like, for a lot of people, their first like encounter with death.
Well, you said 3rd grade?
Yeah. And I remember our teachers having to like explain it to us and like that being a thing. Mm-hmm. And that was crazy. So like, I feel like the idea of like, how do you talk to students about death in like age appropriate and developmentally appropriate ways? I could see it. I could see the episode.
It's funny because in 3rd grade, my great grandmother passed, and whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, I felt like an awkward tension with the teachers, but none of them talked to me about it.
That's wild.
So maybe that's why that episode came to mind. Maybe it was repressed.
You're trying to save baby Caleb. Baby Caleb needed a hug.
Maybe.
That's what
maybe I wouldn't have turned out this way. Anyways. But yeah, no, it was very funny. And then for like the talent show, I brought in this blanket that my great grandmother had given me. And I'm not going to make this a therapy session. I'm not drunk. Abbott Elementary season 2. I'm not going to lie. I think I've only seen 2 episodes of the 2nd season.
There's been 3.
Yeah, so I think I definitely missed this week's. I could say that. The last episode I've seen was the wheelchair.
Oh, you missed 2 episodes then. The wheelchair is episode 1.
Really? Okay, then I've seen 2 episodes. Because,
season...
Which, in the first episode, Janine struggling with rent, it was absolutely hilarious that she goes, yeah, no, I'm struggling with rent because Tariq's 20% or 30%
is yo his 20. I was like, girl, if you don't tell that man,
right? No, that's because like I said,
and Janine are like such a funny couple, but also like she needed to dump that man.
No, because Ava said, "Are you Mormon? Because you need more men." Yo,
all I know is when he came to the school to rap about drugs or not doing drugs, so to speak. I almost fell out on the floor for that.
He said. Stage manager, come here real quick. Yo, imagine if she died right now.
Manager Shorty. That was a great week for the Black stage manager Shorties. Euphoria, Abbott. It was a great time.
Great time.
It was a great time.
I was a big fan.
I enjoyed. We need more Black stage manager Shorties. We do.
Are you excited for the rest of season 2?
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If you were a teacher on Abbott,
okay,
what would you teach and how would you be?
What would I teach? I feel like I would teach French. I actually thought about this earlier today. I would teach French, right? Mm. But I would be like the new French teacher that comes in because like all of a sudden like maybe they got like a grant to teach languages or something like that. And then I would come in and I would be like, cool. And Janine would be like, oh my God, the new French teacher, she's so cool. And she'd be like, oh my God, new French teacher. Like, tell me what you do. And I'd be like, girl, everything you think about me that's cool is cheap. This is a synthetic wig. Girl, I be having staple pieces and I mix and match them. Like I would like be very opposite to what Janine thinks I am. Like I'd be very like, she would think I'm very like cool and bougie and whatever. And versus like, girl, let me tell you about all the things that I do to seem cool, but are like cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I pay attention to what my students want. My students like when I wear pink. So one day a week, I try to make sure I wear pink. I don't really like pink, but it helps me build a connection with my students. Like things like that. Like I'd be like a cool teacher who like genuinely is trying to make a difference in the kids' lives, but like also is unafraid to kind of like lift the veil on like tricks and tips that teachers use to like afford being a teacher with a very small budget.
I hear you.
What about you?
That'd be a solid teacher. Me? Oh, I didn't even think of my answer.
I'm crying.
Gym teacher?
A gym teacher?
No.
You could be
I'd be a first grade teacher.
With Miss Barbara?
Yes, but I would hate kids. Like that would be my personality. And so like maybe at the end of the season you get a moment where a kid actually touches my heart and you see like a glimmer of emotion. And it's like, and but funny. My personality would be hating kids, but I'd have like the cutest of the bunch. So it's like, how can you not like them?
Oh, the babies!
And it's like, I hope somebody trips them today. Yeah, but it'd be like, cute for the story. Yeah. That being said,
crying.
Abbott Elementary, top tier show.
It should have won more Emmys. Television Academy. Because they gave us that beautiful moment with Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Beautiful moment.
We need that speech every day. Honestly, the way that people were playing Whitney Houston's like the national anthem, we need to play Cheryl Lee Ralph's speech like the national anthem was played during the Whitney Houston era. Because honestly, that speech gets me out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, never give up. Never give up on yourselves, guys. Never.
This is what believing looks like. You get a Quinta Brunson in your corner. You get a husband like mine in your corner. You get some children like... It's a great time. It's a great speech.
Fantastic.
Honestly, it brings me joy every day.
And other than Abbott Elementary,
yes.
I must ask, what are you watching?
All right, everybody. So it's a busy time in the Gaelyn times. But I'm watching Empire with my daddy. We're rewatching it. We're in season 4, I believe.
Oh, you rewatch.
We're rewatching and going in. Like now we're in the parts where I know I haven't seen any of this stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 is crazy. Okay? Forrest Whitaker shows up. Nicole Ari Parker shows up. It's too much going on. So I really enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. I just finished The Hype. Shout out to Speedy Mormon, Syracuse alumnus, gang. I met him today at CultureCon, so that was great. And then I also just finished Intergalactic with Kid Cudi and Kenya Barris.
I have to watch.
I have thoughts.
I have to watch.
We'll discuss at a later point, but I have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was very beautiful. Great gowns. Lovely gowns.
I'm excited to listen to the soundtrack, but I can only listen to it after I watch the movie.
Yeah, I think the problem is like, as much as the music was supposed to be helping to tell the story of the show, mm-hmm. I don't know that it did that. So like, I need to go listen to the music, but watching the show is an interesting thing.
Oh, it's a show?
It's a show, but when you click on it, it's just a 92-minute block. So Netflix is calling it a special.
Gotcha.
But it is a series told in 5 chapters that just happen to be 92 minutes total, which is the length of like a movie.
Gotcha.
It doesn't really make sense, but you know.
Right.
So what are you watching?
Well, I'm watching Breaking Bad.
Okay.
To finish my Better Call Saul, because it's the last 3 episodes of Better Call Saul mm-hmm. take place after Breaking Bad. So I stopped to watch Breaking Bad. I'm on the last season of Breaking Bad, and then I'm going to go back to finish Better Call Saul. This way I'm done with the whole saga.
That's confusing, but okay.
Very. And I'm excited to watch Rami, which season 3 just
Rami
came out.
Malek? Him?
Yes, his show. And
I've not watched any of it, but yes.
I'm very excited to watch season 3, which just dropped last week. Okay. That's one of my comfort shows. Yeah. That's what I'm watching.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been a very special episode of No Sleep Till Hollywood. I don't know when we're all going to be back in the same building again, but
I said no clue.
Absolutely no idea. But this has been a very special episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Good night. Good morning.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good afternoon. We will see you guys the next episode. Thank you so much for listening, and yeah, have a good night.
Arrivederci.